Dee Dee, let's talk about J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez. She's caused a stir on social media after clips of her performing at a billionaire's wedding in India began circulating. Have a look.
Feeling inside, my brain is so stupid, so why should I hide that I say to make love to you, baby? So many ways wanna touch you tonight. I'm a big girl.
Now, people have criticised her lack of cultural sensitivity. Some have said her outfits resemble that of a stripper. But Dee Dee, I'm more concerned about the terrible sound. The girl cannot sing. Turn up the backing tape. That's what I would be asking for.
Well, clearly she wasn't booked for her vocal abilities. She was booked for the way she looks. Look, I think all these people who are outraged on social media, it was a private event, so you've had to go out of your way to get outraged, so you can be quiet. I'm not the hugest fan of J-Lo waggling her bits about. She's showing us that she's 56, but she's still got it. Yeah, well done, girl. But the couple who were getting married, they paid $2 million for the privilege of having her there dressed that way. I don't think they expected her to turn up wearing overalls and gumboots. So they got what they paid for. They don't look offended at all. And I can't actually see what the outrage is about.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you should be just when you've got a bride in the room and it's a party for the happy couple. I don't know if you should be upstaging the bride. So that's possibly
surely
another faux pas.
Everyone knows what J-Lo looks like, what she does. Like if the bride didn't know that before that day.
She could put pants on or a skirt. I mean, we don't all need to see. We're not her gynecologist. We can just leave some things a mystery. Now, last week, Netflix dropped the trailer for Meghan Markle's holiday special. I know you can't wait for that. You can see Meghan decorating her home in a green gown, and eagle-eyed viewers noticed this was the same green gown she wore during a 2022 photo shoot for Variety. And a source has told Page Six that Meghan allegedly took this gown, which retails for $1,695 US. Dee Dee, she allegedly took the dress from the shoot without asking. Surely that can't be right. Surely.
Well, it could be right, but I also am leaning more towards the fact that it's wrong. I'm 99% sure that she hasn't done anything wrong here, and it's rare for me to defend Meghan Markle. But she's crafty. I don't think she's stupid. I don't think she would be dumb enough to steal something. And also, it's not unheard of for celebrities when they do a photo shoot and they're dressed for it to be offered those garments or to pay a nominal fee for them or to even be gifted them. And also, I want to credit her for recycling. I mean, I like it when you put a dress away for a few years and get it out again and hope everyone's forgotten it. That didn't happen in this case. But I think she actually deserves credit for re-wearing something and burning it after wearing it once.
Well, I don't know, Dee Dee. I'm giving you a official warning for praising Meghan Markle on this program. So let's just count this as an official warning. A couple more and you'll be banned.
99. Yeah, okay.
Couple more and you'll be banned.
Okay.
No. You are free to love on Meghan as much as you like. But let's talk about Home Alone. It's a Christmas movie, a favourite for families, and the star Macaulay Culkin, who played Kevin McAllister in the 1990 holiday classic, he wants to have another sequel. He's raised the idea of him being either a widower or a divorcee. He said, I'm raising a kid and all that stuff. I'm working really hard and I'm not really paying enough attention, and the kid is kind of getting miffed at me, and then I get locked out. Dee Dee, it could work. I mean, people love to revisit these classics and reimagine them.
I actually disagree that it could work, because in the original movie, Kevin was a very clever kid and the two robbers who were trying to get him were just a pair of numbskulls. So are we supposed to believe that Kevin as an adult is dumber than his own child? So the basic premise of it wouldn't work. The really terrifying thing about this story is that Macaulay Culkin was speaking about this at some sort of a tour he's doing to mark get this, 35th anniversary of the Home Alone movie coming out. I don't know where that time went.
Obviously, it came out before I was born, but, you know, that's let's move on. Rebel Wilson, Australian actress Rebel Wilson, has been accused of orchestrating a smear campaign against one of the producers of her directorial debut film, The Deb. It's alleged Wilson was behind a series of websites where her producer, Amanda Ghost, is painted as a sex trafficker and described as the Indian Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, Rebel Wilson sat down with 60 Minutes, Australian 60 Minutes, and she denied the claims. Have a look.
I don't know whether those texts are real. I don't know where they came from. I read the websites. I think it was very interesting what was on there. And I might have gossiped about it to a couple friends, but...
Well, the allegation is that you did more than that you actually pointed your followers on Instagram to those websites, that you ensured that associates of Amanda Ghost were made aware of the websites, that you posted on the Deb Instagram.
I don't have any memory of doing that, no.
Is it you don't remember it, but is it possible that you did that?
I don't believe so, no.
I do wonder why she agreed to this interview. I don't think she looks great. How do you see it? Because I don't know, if I was advising her, I would say do not say a word and just ignore this and hope it goes away as quick as it arrived.
Exactly. And I do think with a lot of legal cases, the best thing, and a lot of lawyers will say this, the best thing to do is just shut up and let the thing go through court. And if you're confident in your standpoint or where you stand in the case, then you would be quiet and let it just play through the courts. Whereas we've seen Rebel bob up on Instagram. She's got about 11 million followers and she's released statements on there. She's now done this 60 Minutes interview. The websites, we don't know who was behind those, but it seems that there's a lot of information coming from her side of things. There are two separate cases. There's this one involving 3 producers and then a separate one involving one of the actresses from the thing. And we have to be very careful because these cases are still yet to come before the court. But I'm a little like you, I'm a little sceptical about the fact that Rebel has got so much to say ahead of it being tested in a court of law.